games for fun. And let's see, is everything actually working? Yes, everything is actually working. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Notepad and I write games for fun. So, what are we working on today? Today, we're going to be working on Fear and Hunger Forgotten Chronicles. And it's going to be a weird one. Because Fear and Hunger is a weird game. Now, last time on Dragon Ball Z, we went over some of the details of how we were going to do this. And as you can see, progress has been made. As I said before, I was going to see how far I could kind of rip through this, get to a better place. However, I have not sent Miro a message saying, hey, what's up? Mostly because I wasn't quite done yet. So at the end of today's stream, we will get to that point. At least I'll feel comfortable with it. So what's the dealio? Hello, Dars. What's the dealio? So I'm going to be using a D20 system. I'm going to be using the Notepad D20 system, but I'm going to be removing two key things. One is going to be advantage and disadvantage. That is going away, but I'm going to keep the momentum system. I like the momentum system, and I think it works. Actually, if we're removing the momentum system, I should put in the advantage system, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should. Momentum is tied to the advantage system. Let's see, Notepad D20. However, you may be saying, okay, this is a fairly simple system, and yeah, that's the entire core idea. However, if we go further down, there's only going to be 4 attributes. There's going to be ferocity, eruditeness, which is a word, fun fact, adroitness, and resolve. Those are our 4 key attributes. Those are our fears. Now, each is ranked from -2 to 2. This is kind of the human average. I do fully expect people to find things that are beyond human, absurdly beyond human, uncomfortably beyond human. I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. There we go, so people can read it a little bit easier. This is my little note here. Buy Fear and Hunger on Steam or itch. This isn't sponsored or anything. I just want people to play it and buy it because it's a good game. But, as I was saying, eruditeness, adroitness, and resolve. These are only our 4 key attributes. These are what everything is going to be based around in more ways than one. However, then we have our loves, otherwise known as our fates. Luck, occult, vitality, and evils. In a traditional OSR, these would be considered our saves, effectively. And in Fear and Hunger, that's not going to be any different. However, the catch is pretty simple. These are going to go down. They're going to go up and they're going to go down. And both aren't great. Luck is effectively, as it says, it's raw luck. It's raw ability to be lucky and, have good things happen. You don't want to press your luck. The more you press your luck, the more it's going to go down. The more it goes down, the less lucky you're going to be in the future until, well, you end up in a coin flip, 50-50 coin toss, and, well, 50-50 isn't very good odds. Occult is pretty much your occultic knowledge. I borrowed a little bit from Call of Cthulhu in that idea, where it's good to have occultic knowledge. It's really good. You're understanding shit you shouldn't be understanding. However, the broad thing is you're understanding things you shouldn't be understanding. Oh no. This is bad. They understand where we are. Everyone start to panic. Vitality is, in a normal game, I would say this would be your health. However, this is a little bit different than our health. Vitality is your ability to resist things like poison, infection, diseases. Generally bad things that can affect you. However, if you don't eat right, if you get infections, if you get diseases, if you are getting hurt, your vitality is going to go down. It's going to make things harder in the future. Your vitality is always ticking down. You're always wanting to expend it a little bit more, just a smidge more, and just a smidge more. It's hard to get back. And then finally, we have evils. Evils is pretty much your save versus fucked up shit. And in my original notes, that's actually what I had it down as, is save versus fucked up shit. And the entire idea behind it is it's building. The entire time you're down there, you're witnessing horrible things. Horrible, terrifying things that are just slowly chipping away at you. But if you're desensitized to it, your evils are increasing. You're mentally stronger for it. You're mentally all there. But you're also losing something. You are losing that slight bit of your humanity. You're becoming one with the dungeon in more ways than one. And through Fear and Hunger, the game itself, which you should totally play, not a shill stream. This is a shill stream. Please buy the game. It's $8 for God's sakes. The people who have been lost down there are lost. They've been consumed by that place, eaten away. Whatever the hell they were previously gets just dissipated over their tenure in the Dungeon of Fear and Hunger. And that's what evils is. Your evils are increasing steadily. Bad. But yeah, this is effectively what it is. Strange value. You make a check against their fate. And then we have skills. Skills are, well, not quite what I originally had in mind. However, they're also the only thing in my mind that work properly. Skills, rather than being something normal, let's call a spade here, normal. You have skills are broken down into three main categories. Actions, which are things you can do. Magics, which is magic you can do, but magic also eats your mind away. And finally, training. Things that you are trained in. Most characters are going to be amassing actions and magics inside of the dungeon. They're not going to get trainings right away, but it's going to be that slow and steady process of learning them. However, as you can kind of see here, actions are like lockpicking, tinkering, alchemy, animal training. Things that you can do. Hey, I'm a cook. I have the ability to cook food that is, good and healthy for everyone. Cool. That's awesome. We're not eating just field rations or whatever the hell we find off the ground. We're actually eating real people food. If you don't have it, you aren't doing that. It's not to say you can't, but instead of saying, all right, here's a flank of meat, I'm going to make this edible for everyone, and if that's pretty decent, I'm going to cook this over a fire and hope to God I don't burn it. Which also brings it to magics. Magics is magic, and magic is dangerous. Magic eats away at your mind, but also has the key advantage of being literal magic. It's bending time and space around you to do something that isn't quite right. One notable factor of this being things such as being able to light things on fire, or being able to use, big, really devastating attacks against enemies. This is really cool, mostly because magic doesn't miss. I am going to hit you with a magic arrow right in your fucking head. It's going to hit you right in your fucking head. The only thing that's not happening is, well, your noggin isn't liking it. Your head's losing. You're going insane the more you use it, which is not very good. And finally, training. Training is, I can use heavy armor. I can use one-handed weapons. I can use one-handed martial weapons. They can also be strange things. You don't realize you need the ability to use use a shield. Use a shield with one hand until you don't have an arm. You don't you need the ability to, cut someone, stab someone in the back with a skinning knife. Until you need it. You don't know you need training until you need it. Things aren't good. Things are scary. Having the ability to use equipment, having the ability to understand how to use it is important. As I say here, a blade is a hunk of steel, but in the hands of a trained swordsman is a deadly tool of war. We also use Garrett here. Also for the kind of like the art direction I'm going with this, I'm kind of going for the Berserk, a little bit of Berserk, some OSR getting thrown in there, and of course fan art of Fear and Hunger itself. Hence my boy Enki here with no fucking legs, which this happens quite a bit. And I actually got lucky and found a Berserk art book actually that has a bunch of these bits and pieces throughout, which I think is going to be really handy. But overall, the aesthetic is going to be a little bit darker, a little bit odder. And hopefully things go according to plan there. Oh, okay, sneeze there. Alright, cool. Sneezed. Ow. Alright, so the next thing we're going to be working on is archetypes. Archetypes are, well, as they say, archetypes. They're broad categories the characters are going to fall into, and these first initial archetypes are going to be fairly specific. But the idea is that the initial characters being played are the tormented, adventurous souls, people who are actively leaving their homes or families to venture into the dungeon of fear and hunger to find something that isn't there. Maybe they emerge alive. Maybe they don't. But the tormented are haunted, effectively, by their own self. Oh, Jesus. And the archetypes are going to give you your initial attributes, skills, and fates, as well as basic equipment. So I was debating on how I wanted to do this, actually, because half of me wants to go down the how do I word this? Almost the apocalypse world route, where it's here. Let me 1 second. Again, something like you choose option option A, option B, option C for your initial attributes, and then kind of distribute as appropriate. That might not be the worst idea. Yeah, fuck it, let's do that. So if we did 3 for each, and of course we're gonna have to give them all a fun name. Let's see, swordsman, scoundrel. Yeah, and a rogue. So ferocity. Swordsman is going to be 2. Eruditeness is going to be -1, and pretty much we want this to be equal to 2. I think that's going to be my goal right down here, to get everything equal to 2. Adroitness is going to be 1, and that means resolve. Actually, the resolve is 0, and that means scoundrel is going to be a 1, 1, 1, -1. Yeah, that's equals 2. Let's see, data, we want to do... What am I doing? Hit the sum button, notepad. Somebody once told me. So let's see, we want to do -2, 2, -1, 2. Actually, we'll do 0. Actually, we'll do 1 resolve. So yeah, our mercenary's pretty well rounded. He's got a little bit of everything. Let's see, it's 5% chance on everything. Then we let people distribute 2. Distribute 2. Actually, what we can do is for attributes, I was debating this earlier, but let's bump this up to -3 to -3 to 3, and then let people just distribute three points. So you can bump something up to like eruditeness, you can bump it to like 3 if you want, or bring up like things like your ferocity. And that also brings me to your love. So we're going to do luck, occult, vitality, evils. They're going to have naturally pretty high luck. And this is what you have to roll against, so lower number is better. So if we do something akin to 5 luck for everyone, because again, the idea being that mercenaries are kind of naturally lucky. That's kind of their thing. However, they are going to have really garbo. Occult. Vitality was we're going to see a 10 here. 10 would be average. Scoundrel's going to have 12. Actually, if we do Scoundrel 10, Swordsman 8, Rogue 12. How do we want to do you? How do we want to do you? Put you there. Put you... How do I want to do this? You don't understand the scoundrels don't really understand the occult at all. Something like this, maybe? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Alright, so let's see. So this would be... You need to roll over this. Unless we just assign blank 10 across the board. If we assign blank 10 across the board and we just do minor editing, something along the line of rogues are lucky. Rogues and scoundrels are luckier. Swordsman's a little bit more durable. They don't understand the occult. They don't understand the occult. They do not understand the occult. And yeah, we keep things at 50 there. All right. Actually, what we can do... We put these different names, so it's kind of like, oh, I want to be a swordsman, but I'm, this, or I want to be a rogue, but I'm this. So we can just say... Actually, these are the exact same, so we can probably do something like 15 here, but 5 here. 15 here, 5 here. So you have our balanced. Our lucky bastard. A noble trickster. There we go. So I can say, okay, I want to be a swordsman. I'm a lucky bastard swordsman. Kind of I'm not. I go all in on luck. I'm not really phased by anything. Oh, I'm getting pinged. Nani? Did I hit the button wrong? Weird. Huh. Apparently, I stopped streaming, even though it said I didn't. Huh. Probably hit a button I shouldn't have or something. But hey, that's half the fun, isn't it? We play things fast and loose here in SPRUG Workshop. Okay, so let's go back to Forgotten Chronicles. Actually, what I should do is put advantage and disadvantage. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find our view classes right here. Mercenary. Actually, archetypes is heading 2, so that means you have to be heading 3. A tormented character starts with their archetypes categories. Always for their fear, love, choosing a small number of skills, and finally their equipment. So I could probably put this on its own page. And so if we put this on its own page, so Ubuntu 12, middle, center, black. Actually, put that as white. Actually, what do I want to do? Okay, I want to actually put this. We're going to put this off to the left a little. Put this to the left, and that means we can put a picture right here. For now, I'm going to keep this black. How big is the swordsman right now? We are at. Can I bring it down to column with 1? Yes, I can. Dale properties 1. And that means we're also going to bring in this. Table properties. Keep it left, go middle, make it black. Keep everything centered. Ubuntu 12. Strange feeling Twitch is not going to like this game. I have that beautiful, strange feeling. Alright, so we've got our... Okay, you choose one from this category, you choose one from this category. Congratulations, you have your fear and luck. Actually, what we can do is we're going to do attributes. Attributes. Look. Warrior, Scoundrel, Rogue. The warrior chooses their background. Chooses their background, one from each table. They are able to distribute 4 additional, so you can put 1 in everything. 4, so distribute 4 additional attribute points and 10 and reduce, so everything's at 40, and reduce and distribute 4 additional attribute points. God, let's see. Character will need actually, so let's see. We'll need to roll under their fate. Roll under their fate. If they fail, roll under their fate to. When called upon, the character will need to roll under their fate, whether to succumb to it or avoid disaster. We'll roll under or over their fate, whether to succumb to it or avoid disaster. So, if we want that, we just have to shift you around. Actually, let me. So 5, 15, 15, 5, 5, 15, no, 5, 15, 15. Yeah, alright, yeah, this works. Actually, 5, 15, that's it. There we go. I'm a smart boy. I can do the numbers. And 10 additional. And 10 additional, not skill points, attribute points. And 10 additional fates. And 10 additional points among their fate. For additional, distribute 4 additional point, 4 additional attributes. Attribute points among their fears. So let's make a sample. Let's just do a quick sample concept right now. We're gonna make Lucian. Mercenary bodyguard. So we're gonna go with. He's obviously going to be a warrior, so he's gonna have ferocity 2, eruditeness -1, adroitness 1, resolve 0. He's going to distribute 4 additional points. So he's going to bump his ferocity there and resolve up by 2. And then he's going to have his loves. Luck, occult, vitality, evils, and he is going to probably be a lucky bastard. So he's going to have fairly high luck, god awful occult, pretty good vitality, and he's also kind of a bastard. And he's got 10 points to distribute there. He's going to dump. He's going to dump 3 there. Let's see. He's got 7 more. He's going to dump the rest into vitality. He's not going to give a shit about occult. He is kind of an asshole. Hello, phone. He is an asshole, but he is the kind of person who's going to be able to get the job done. I think characters are made fairly quickly, and that's what we want for a game that is all about having characters die. Fear and love. Skills. And if we go under this idea, so what would be... Oh, okay. So if we go under warrior, scoundrel... Actually, what we can probably do is something even more easy. So we're going to have our skills effectively just be a list. So you can either be... Okay, actually. Skills. Adaptability. Skill in the field. And skill in the field. They can have martial weapons. They have martial weapon training. Lock picking or hunting. Actually lock picking or medical or alchemy. If I was a mercenary, what would I want? I know. We will do medium armor training, or shield training. I don't want to do this. actually, let's see. We'll do company soldier, wandering vagabond, bandit, and with our skills. So, our company soldier, what you're going to have? You're going to have martial weapon training, medium armor training, and what else? What other kind of skills would you have? You would probably have... iPhone. Yes, mother, what do you need? Let's see, company soldier, martial weapon training, medium armor training, heavy armor training. Yeah, let's see, heavy armor training. You are a soldier through and through. Wandering vagabond, you're going to have martial weapon training. You're gonna medium armor training. My phone. Bandit, you're going to have martial weapon training. But you're going martial weapon training, lock picking, and tinkering. My phone. Middle black left. Ubuntu 12. This isn't working. How do I do this? What's the best way of doing this? Depending on their adaptability and skill in the field. Actually, okay, here's what we'll do. Cut this. The mercenary is skilled. Adaptable in the field. They start with 5 skills. With 5 action or training skills of their choice. Have the option. So mercenaries are going to have a lot of skill. I'm going to have a lot of skills, but everyone else is going to have a lot less. But that's kind of the idea. So they're going to be able to pick up things like tinkering, alchemy, like one-handed, two-handed weapons and stuff like that. Let's see. The mercenary. Make a choice between the following skills, and then we'll do martial weapon training. Actually, what we can do is one-handed martial weapon training. Or lockpicking. Actually, no. heavy armor. Actually, we'll do medium armor training. And then we'll do lock picking action. Even though lock picking, I always forget it's P. Or tinkering action. Actually, or medicine action. Yeah. So, our boy here that I got rid of because I'm dumb. So let's say 5 skills plus those. So we're going to have one-handed martial weapons. And we'll also take medicine. But then we're going to get 5 other skills of our choice, which is fucking skills. They start with two action or training skills of their choice. The mercenary may. So they're going to have 4 actions in total. So 2 of them that are open. Hello, Salmon. God, I'm looking at the fucking skill system. This skill system has killed me internally and will be the death of me, I fucking swear. The idea is there. The idea is simple. My idea is also incredibly goddamn complex. It's like, oh god. Let's see. Training skills of their choice. Following skills: one-handed martial weapon training, or medium armor training, lockpicking action, or medicine action. So we're gonna have 4 skills in total. So we've got our fear and love, our skills, and then we'll equipment. The mercenary starts with either light. Starts with. Oh, nope. Control Shift 8. Light or medium chest armor. Put that down here. One more. A lot of blank space, but this is what we have to deal with. I can't wake up. Wake me up inside. Oh god. The lighter medium chest armor. Simple or martial weapon. Two vials of blue liquid. Random starting gear. Oh, there we go. Come on, Sword of Scandal. Let's see. Kahara, please tell me what I want to know. Let's see. Scimitar, leather vest. Mercenaries has an endless soul. So simpler martial weapon, and then we can then do equipment. So we will probably either do let's see, two blue vials, basic bandages, or two bandages, or we're following this, or two pieces of bread, two tomatoes, actually we'll call it 3 rations. Dot 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 dot. 3 rations, 2 dried meat, an ale, or let's see, or a bottle of wine, bottle of ale, and a bottle of rum. We're sticking close to it. And then we're going to start with 3d6 silver. Okay, so limit the amount of randomness and skill. And that means you're going to be able to 2 blue vials, 2 bandages, or 3 rations, 2 dried meat, an ale, or bottle of wine, bottle of ale, and bottle of rum. 3d6 silver coins. God, what else would a mercenary have on him? Nothing much. No. Okay. All right, this is fine. This is fine. We only have how many more of these? Oh, yes, we have quite a few. All right. Adherent. So, what is an adherent? Okay. Follower of the gods. Is a soul of faith. Doctrine trained in the arts. Liturgy, trained in the liturgical arts, as well as the doctrine, as well as the scripture of their faith. Adherents drawn to the dungeon. So let's see, the idea is you're drawn to the dungeon, less osity, but a faith. As the God calls deeper, calls the adherent deeper into the catacombs. Regardless, delving deeper into the darkness. An adherent cannot trust anyone except themselves. If you haven't got the idea, this is Enki. My boy, Enki. Except Enki has been also kind of split up into two classes, you could say. choose their background one from each table. They are able to choose 4 additional attribute points and their fears and 10 additional points among their fate. So, we want to take you. I said take you. Put you right there. And get rid of everything. Yay. So let's see, what would be some backgrounds for someone who is a faithful actually we'll call it the occultist and the zealot. Cleric is going to have, we need to get 2, so we're going to put 1 here, 1 here, and 0 here. Cleric isn't going to be really that cool. Occultist, on the other hand, is going to get a 2 there, 2 there, 0, -2 here, but a 0 there, so they're going to get a follow 2. Zealot is going to get 2. And among their fears, among their love, I mean, so we're going to bump everyone's luck up just a smidge. Servant of Faith. No, if we were call it Mystic. So, Servant of the Faith. We're going to have average luck, higher occult. Actually, they're going to have lower occult because they're not really supposed to know these things. Higher, in a little bit higher vitality. The Mystic is going to have lower vitality, higher that, and lower evils. And the Firebrand is going to have higher evil, higher occult, less luck, and less vitality. Middle, black, and left. Table properties, we want to bump this down to 1. So we don't need you. Delete row. Oh, we don't need you either. Delete row. And 10 additional points among their fates. So let's make our boy. We will make Ulin. Dark Priest. And what's his damage? Well, obviously he's going to give ferocity, eruditeness, adroitness, resolve, luck, occult, vitality, evils. So our Dark Priest, actually, let's not call it. And we'll call him Ulin the Seeker, and he is going to be a cleric. He's going to be our smart boy. And we get to distribute 4 more points, so he's going to get a little bit more resolve, a lot more adroit. that, and we're going to give him a little bit of adroitness. And he's going to be a... we'll call him a mystic. He gets 10 additional points. We're going to bump his luck up to 20. His vitality up to 10. Our boy Ulin here is incredibly lucky. That will not, even though that will not continue. And he is also, fairly adaptable in the field. However, he doesn't quite understand that people can be evil and there are wrong things in the world that want to eat him. All right, perfect. That's doing exactly what I wanted to do. So... the adherent. Defend themselves and members of the faith. Members of the faith using prayers, magic available to them. They start with 2 action. Let's see. They start with 1 magic, 1 action, actually 1 magic and 2 actions. Their choice. 1 action, 1 magic and 1 action of their choice. I'm going to take following skills. Black magic or white magic. What would be the best? Actually, training. Action. Let's see. Action. Prayer. Prayer action. Or what would be another really terrifying thing for a black priest to have? The idea is that they are effectively a cleric of whatever the fuck faith they feel like doing, and they have they have a intrinsic knowledge of one of the gods. Actually, yeah, we can do that. Following skills per action or sacrifice action. Knowledge of one god of the dungeon. No, you have knowledge of one of the gods of the dungeon. There are many gods, however, you have knowledge of one of them. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Probably a bad thing. They probably want to kill you. But everything wants to kill you, because this is fear and hunger. Equipment, And adherent. And adherent starts with light chest armor. Simple one-handed weapon. And now we go to Enki, my boy. Nope, not recruiting. Induction starts. Okay. So. Oh, I think the music is done. Let's throw on one of these. A soul stone. Or opium powder. Or Blue vial. Let's see. So let's see. Soul stone, pipe and opium powder, blue vial, 2 bandages. What would be a good final piece of equipment? Oh. Holy book. Oh, one of the gods. Oh, the dungeon. 3d6 silver coins. Alright, cool. Adherents don't really start with much, but they have the ability to be useful. Alright, adherence is done, so this leads us to night. Proud and noble members of society. The backbone. And officials inside of the various outside of the various kingdoms. As a wandering knight. As a knight, the dungeon poses a threat to the kingdom and must be dealt with either by diplomatic coercion, coercion. That's how you pronounce it, right? It has to be that way. Coercion. Coercion. Yeah, okay. I'm not going insane. Or am I? I don't know yet. Let's see. So we want more diplomatic, either by or lofty ideals of chivalric intent. Regardless. Delving deeper into the darkness. Night. Cannot trust anyone except themselves. Maybe 3 because you're 4. And then we're going to grab our fear and love. We'll also grab this. So let's. Squire veteran. What would be a knight errant. So squire is going to have a little bit of ferocity. They're going to have a little bit more. The knight errant is going to have. Squire's not going to have any. Squire's not very good, but the idea is that they are a literal fucking squire. The veteran is going to have a -1 to there. 0 to their resolve. Actually, we can do. No, 0 to their resolve. Well, you're going to have a 2 to their resolve, but a -1 to their adroitness. Actually, no, let's switch this around to something like this. And then we're going to have chivalry, brutality, blackguard. Actually, white knight, Tainer, blackguard. They're all going to have absolutely fucking trash alcohols. That's just going to be them by default. Luck. Actually, they're gone. I mean, trash alcohol. That means luck. The white knight's going to have better luck than the blackguard. Retainer's going to be in the middle. Vitality. We are going to give you a little bit higher vitality. You're not going to have any idea what evil is. Retainer's going to be equals. But, okay. But the blackguard really doesn't give a shit. Alright, perfect. Wait a second, you're not right. Bumped you up to 15. Yeah, I think that works. Delete row, delete row. I said delete row. Please delete the row. No, no, that's not anything what I wanted. Oh no. Let's see. Dun 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 dun. So 4, 4. Okay, perfect. No, wait a second. I need to do select all this table properties, middle black, perfect. Yeah, okay, that looks the way it should be. So let's go to skills and equipment. Skills, the knight of a knightly order. And as such, extensive military training, the arts of war, if lacking in other key areas of life. They start with two training skills. So the knight, choice between the following skills. And so this would be, I'm a knight, I'm learning the basics of things, so actually, I squire for a knight who taught me one-handed martial weapons or heavy armor training. When I was young, I learned about, let's see, I am a knight. What do knights do? Knights make things. Actually, so armor action or stealth action. The idea being, when I was young, I learned about how to fix my own equipment, or I learned how to sneak out and party. And then we're going to give them a final skill. Actually, no. Maybe I should do that for everything. Make it more about, backgrounds. That wouldn't be the worst idea. The big thing is, these characters are not actually supposed to live. Because the Tormented are, I wouldn't say guaranteed to die, but there's a higher likelihood of them passing away in a violent fashion. So, let's see, the A Knight. Medium chest armor. Medium or heavy chest armor. Actually, they start with medium armor training and one-handed martial training. Actually, medium armor training, shield training, and one-handed martial training. But they can say, hey, I want to learn two-handed martial weapon training or heavy armor training, or again, the armor or stealth action. Shield or two-handed martial weapon. Where's the arse? Yeah, this is Enki. He's my boy. Let's see. So we're going to have basic nightly equipment. So we're actually going to go up to mercenary, 3 ration. And water flask. Or two blue liquid. And 2 bandages. Or what would be one final thing that a knight would possess outside their basic equipment? Actually, heavy chest armor. Actually, no, we got. Or heavy full armor. Martial one-handed weapon. There we go. Yeah, at the night, you can literally bring in food, healing equipment, or a knife. And 3d6 silver coins. And I believe with the night done, we have two more. We have the Outlander and we have the Scholar. The Scholar is going to be the weird one. But let's get going. So we want to do Outlander. Hailing from far off land, the Outland. And a barbarian to many, and a danger to more. The customs held by the people, by the people of their homeland, are strange and alien to those around them. But while delving into the darkness, that alien mindset, that's foreign mindset. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That foreign mindset may be the only thing separating them from damnation. Regardless, delving into the darkness. An Outlander. Outlander cannot trust. Outlander cannot trust anyone except themselves. Are you noticing a theme yet, everyone? It's that you shouldn't trust your friends because they can probably die. Be selfish. Be a dick. Kill your friends. Eat their flesh. Eat their things. Eat them. What are they going to do? Complain? They're already dead. Alright, so we want to do... I'm an Outlander. What am I doing? Well, I am a hunter. So these are my background. I am a hunter. I am a... Let's see, I'm a mountain man. I'm a sea person. I am a... barbarian. Ferocity, 2. Mountain man, 2. Sea person, 0. Eruditeness, -1. Mountain man, 0. 0. Sea person, 1. Mountain man, 0. 2. Okay, and then we're going to put, then we're going to assign luck to assign 10 to everything, and then we start editing here. So, we'll do a savage. Foreigner. Assimilated. So, luck. Savage is going to have low luck. Foreigner is going to have low luck. The assimilated is going to have high luck. Actually, no, we can do that. Savage is going to be very occultic. The foreigner is not going to be occultic. The savage is going to have higher that. Actually, we can bump these guys' evil down to bump their vitality up. And then keep the foreigner like this. Average vitality, average evils. They've seen some shit on their time. The savage doesn't really understand what they're getting into. They don't really understand that they're committing evil. And they're like, oh god, this is weird and alien and I don't like it. The assimilated, actually, what we can do is switch. Yeah, the assimilated, the idea being that you've seen some terrible fucking things, but don't worry, everything's normal now. Right? Right. If we keep telling ourselves everything is normal, it will be normal. It won't. Alright. Changing at the refugee, the idea being like, hey, I'm running away from my home. Something is very wrong there. I don't want to go back. So, skills. Let's see, the Outlander. What I should do is just select everything here. The Outlander. Unpredictable. Individual. Focusing on the raw brutality of their upbringing rather than the strict training abilities, rather than strict training of others. They start with we'll say no armor training. We'll give them one-handed martial training and ranged weapon training. And now we get to ask ourselves, why am I, let's see, why am I here? Oh, I learned when I was young, my father taught me hunting action. We'll do hunting action or foraging action. In my first battle, I killed my first foe by ... dual wielding training or stealth action. My savage people. No, that's not quite what I'm looking for. I want something that says I am a savage psychopath, and I don't think very well. We're looking for not. Speaking of all, fuck, I can never remember his name. Outlander. Why is the music stuttering? You shouldn't be. You're at 144p. Okay. I know what I want to do with him. Migrate. my greatest. My people are odd. My people are odd. Odd to these simple folk. Why? Black magic, or devour action. Actually, not devour. We want to probably do. Yeah, we'll go with devour action. All right, cool. Take a foraging action, dual wielding training, or stealth. Stealth. A outlander starts with light chest armor, martial one-handed weapon, or ranged weapon, and simple melee weapon, or 2 martial one-handed weapons. And the Rikba. So we want to do effectively the same thing here. Or probably I am a crazy outlander. I'm doing crazy shit for crazy reason. Probably bottle of wine, bottle of ale, bottle of rum. Or actually what we can do. Or 5 herbal medicine. Actually, if we're doing this, we'll cut you 5 herbal medicine, or what would be another good thing for a barbarian person to have that is useful for them. If I am a barbarian, I'm doing barbarian things for barbarian reasons. I'm probably going to bring in my... Oh, I know. Two traps. Two traps and bait. And 1 bait. And you're only going to have 1d6 silver coins, which I should actually bump up the knight to 5d6 silver coins, the adherent to 2d6 silver coins. Actually, 3d6 works for them. And the mercenary, we'll give them 2d6. All right, we're going to do our final one. Who's ready for the scholar? Or foolish or daring enough. Enlightenment. In search of enlightenment. But to the scholar, the light at the end of the tunnel is pure knowledge. While the scholar's intentions may not be noble, they are a they are an individual driven by their curiosity and the desire to learn about the world and exploit it. Regardless, a scholar cannot trust anyone except themselves. We want to do 3 enlightenment, drive the curiosity, and individual. Ooh, I'm getting tired. Let's see. We want to do fear and loves. All right, let's do this. So, poets. Delusional. What do I want to do here? The idea being, like, I am a poet. I'm literally a scholar trying to go down here and to learn and chronicle the dungeon and all its finery. I'm an educator. My entire goal is I want to learn about it and I want to teach others how to fix it. And the third one would be I'm a crazy son of a bitch who wants to harness it. We can do educator. So poet, not going to be very 2. Actually, we can do 1, 2, 1, 1, 0. Actually, we can probably do that at -2. And then we put assign 10s for across the board here. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Exploiter is going to be very good there. Educator is not going to be actually believing in the occult very much. The poet is obviously going to be fairly lucky, but going to be very fragile. And these two, the exploiter understands that he's getting into something that he really shouldn't. It's not very lucky for it, but he knows what he's doing, but he's kind of an idiot. Yeah, if we do something like this and then bump your vi, if I even do something like this, Poet's trash at most things, but he has insane luck. Yeah, let's do this. I think that works. Gives the poet something to do. Yeah, what's your superpower? Yeah, I'm just really lucky. That's it. Yeah, sorry. What the hell? Oh, wait a second. Actually, we put poet there, and we can put bard right here. Actually, what we can do is scientist, and then we can put philosopher here. Nope, nope, that's not anything what I wanted. Do 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 do. Okay. Perfect. Goodness gracious. I'm tired. Outside of their app, they start with two action skills. They start with one magic skill and one action skill. And then the scholar may make a choice between the following. And then we want to do, so when I was young, I learned. So we're going to do tinkering action, medicine action, botany action, or actually we can do natural sciences or social sciences. Black, and then we do black magic, nothing. Black magic or occult science. Actually, black magic or alchemy. Alchemy action. Natural sciences action. Oh wait, you can do the sciences action or medium armor. Actually, no, not. We'll do martial weapon training. Actual magic. So the idea being the black magic spell in itself is going to be a black magical spell, while the black ritual is going to be something really stupid and really terrifying, such as forming a fucking marriage. But we don't talk about marriages now, do we? Because marriages are not fun. They are fun, but we can't really say that. A scholar starts with no armor. Simple melee weapon. Or book. the adherents start with? Yeah, they don't really have much, but that's not the point of them. Like chest armor, simple one-handed weapon. The bottle. So let's see. 3 flasks, 3 vials, 3 blue herbs, 3 red herbs, 3 green herbs. Or 4 metal parts. Or 5 metal parts. And there you're going to start with 5d6 silver coins. Alright. Alright then. So, I believe we are done for today. Call it there for today. We got characters done. Most of the characters are done at this point. So what we need to do now, what I'm actually going to write out more than anything. So we've got all the characters done. So what do we need to do now? We need to do combat, equipment, dungeon creation, god creation, enemy creation, innocence, and corrupted characters, items. All right, yeah, with a majority of the character creation done, we're pretty much good to continue forward. So probably tomorrow, not tomorrow, probably on Monday, we'll dedicate ourselves to doing probably equipment and combat. That's going to be my goal. I want to get equipment and combat done. I should actually put health in. Yeah, I can do. Once I kind of figure out how I want to do combat and health, I think health is going to kind of figure itself out at that point. But we can probably do combat and equipment that day, and then dedicate Wednesday and Friday of next week, probably getting the dungeon creation done, and enemy creation. Once enemy, dungeon, and god creation is done, we just have to worry about innocence and corrupted. After the innocent and corrupted characters, we're pretty much good. Like, we need rules for making fucking Moonless and the girl. So, we'll call it there. Godspeed, good luck. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I don't know why a stream decided to kill itself halfway through, but we live in a society, and that society is fucked. So, thank you all. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Godspeed, good luck, and I'll catch you all.